Is leadership the same all around the world? I would argue that, yeah, I think leadership's the same. The execution of leadership, though, is very different. I'll give you an example. I have a story that, I had an organization that I was working with that is global. We had people in Israel, we had people in China, all kinds of things. What was interesting is I was leading in my own empathetic self and with caring and love and all the things that I do. But what was interesting is one thing I didn't know is they didn't know how to communicate with me. In other words, culturally, they couldn't give me bad news. Why? Because they knew that it would be bad for the project. I didn't know that for a month and a half. When I did find out, I asked them, I said, why didn't you give me the bad news? Well, we didn't want to upset you, because in their culture, the high respect they held for leaders, they didn't want to give them bad news because there was a consequence to giving them bad news. When I shared with them, there's no consequence to the bad news. In fact, I want it early so we can work on it together to solve the problem. So the big lesson for me was I led the same way, but I didn't understand that the communication path was different based on the culture that I was dealing in. Once I learned that, I opened up the communication path, and it was better and clean. And then they gave me bad news very, very quickly. We improved the relationship. So the lesson is, don't assume, cultures matter.